When I say the shop is out in the boonies, I mean the shop is out in the boonies. Ain't nothing but desert out here. So anyways, welcome back to the video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're gonna button up a lot of stuff on the Camaro, try and get water in the cooling system. We did get it fired up. We had a little bit of issue with the Terminator Wizard. It was creating a base map that was just way too rich. It wouldn't even start. So we ended up having to take like 60% of fuel out of the base map to get it even to fire up and idle. So we're gonna mess around with that a little bit more, but we need to get a belt on it and coolant in it and stuff so we can actually let it run and idle. And then after that, it's turbo kit. Sensor. What happened to the garbage? You almost ran into that one too behind you. See if either of these belts that I bought will fit. Let's see, 98.4, 98.8. We'll start with the longer of the two. I don't remember how we had it routed. Let's see, it's got to go like that, like that, like that. Well, how did we have this routed? This seems way too long. How did we have this routed? Guess I could look up a picture, but I don't remember how it was.
Well,
Was it like that? That went up over the water pump? Yeah. That's the longer of the two. Puts it right. Yeah, that's pretty good.
that's pretty good.
There we go. Does it rub on that bolt?
Nope, don't look like it, but let me crank it a couple times.
Yeah, just crank it over and let it kind of center itself. I mean, it's dang close, but I don't think it's going to touch.
Nah, you'd be alright.
Yeah, that's good.
Not you clear.
Cool.
First try.
First try. And it was the longer of the two.
Was it the shorter one?
I thought they were both going to be too long. Yeah, I gotta get the belts all, or I mean the hoses finished up, which I think that's where they're gonna live. I'm just gonna put clamps on them, which I got over here in my bucket. Got me some hose for the steam port, so I can cross that off the list. We're just knocking things out today. I don't think we'll drive it today. Maybe. I mean, if we have power steering fluid in it and coolant in it, we could drive it. Huh?
You gotta put more fuel in it too.
Oh yeah, it definitely needs more fuel. I need to touch up the paint on my radiator hose that I made.
Scratched it or what?
Yeah, I scratched it and there's some light spots. It's kind of hard painting in the dark. We'll just give it a little tss, 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 tss. There we go. All right, and here we are. Not how we planned today to go. So basically what we figured out is our running issue was not fuel related. It was cam sensor, crankshaft sensor related. This is an LS1, but it has an LS9 cam in it. So the LS9 camshaft requires a front camshaft sensor. I have the rear camshaft position sensor in it. So we are switching over to timing cover with the provision for a front camshaft position sensor. And we're gonna have to extend the harness up to the front. Thank you, Chris Ortiz, for the heads up. Yeah, Nani pointed it out first. He said, hey, this little light on your ECU's red. And I was like, oh, I don't think that means anything. It should go away once it starts. And no, it never went away. So it was a camshaft position sensor. Crankshaft, camshaft correlation problem, basically. So we're going to get this put back together and see if it helps. Should help.
And fire it up.
And then fire it up.
And then burnouts.
And then burnouts. No, we're not going to do burnouts in the customer's car.
Well, what?
Start from square one.
I was saying, you probably just do it on the hound.
Huh? You can do it on here too. So we'll just start basically with a wizard tune. Let's see, I only put in that 5 gallons, huh? It should be enough. File. Create new global file. Save changes, no. Create new global file. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Import. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Open global file. GM LS. We're just NA for right now. Fuel injectors, sensors, ICF. Snake Eater 1500s. We have fuel pressure at 60. 67 pounds per hour. 43 psi. Okay, so that's all set. Send to ECU. Cycle the ignition. Yeah, we'll do that right now. TPS auto set here. Successful. All right, here goes nothing. It runs way better. Wow, look at that. We got flow. Yeah, dog. Oh, man. All right, we can continue putting the water pump and everything back on it. So that worked. Needed a front camshaft position sensor with the 1X cam gear, which was already on it. We just had to put the timing cover with camshaft position sensor up here. Who would have thunk it? The more you know. Yeah. Oh. Nice.
Where are we going now?
Our coolant temp's staying right at 190, so that's good. Fans are working. Obviously, we don't have an O2 sensor permanently attached because we're going to do turbo. But so far, everything's looking good.
Is it not reading?
No, it was reading. It was about 13 to 1.
Be grounded.
It's
Crispy.
It's pretty crispy. Yeah, we've got a rear main leak back there. Rear main leak, that's not good. I think I got welding gloves right there under my jacket. Oh, right there. Leave it to you to have random exhaust pipes laying around. Got some color in the headers now. Turning gold. Got some heat into them. Cool. Runs much better now with the right cam sensor and everything plugged in. Okay. All right, so not how I expected today to go. Didn't really get an update on anything else. Spent most of the day messing with the Camaro because I don't even know if I mentioned it earlier, but yesterday we had messed with the tune on it, trying to get it fired up for the first time, and it just did not want to start and idle, and it was like super rich, puffing black smoke, and not wanting to idle. Basically, I pulled a whole bunch of fuel out of the base map, and we actually got it to fire up and idle. Not very well, but it was idling. So I was like, oh, that's weird that I pulled like 50% of fuel out of the base map to get it to idle. And this morning I made a post on Sloppy Mechanics, the Facebook page, asking if that's normal. And a few guys were like, oh yeah, the Wizard's usually off 20-30% in some cases, you know, and asking, oh, did you set up the fuel injectors right, blah blah blah. And I had all that set up, so thought it was kind of odd. And then Chris Ortiz who used to be a local tuner here. He moved out of state. I don't know exactly where anymore, but he got on there and said, I'm willing to bet that all of your lights aren't green on the ECU. And sure as shit, he was correct. One of them, it would be green and it would crank, and when it would try and fire and then die, it would go red. And Nani was like, hey fool, this light keeps going red. And I was like, it's probably just because it's not starting. Should have took his advice a little bit sooner, because we messed with it for like 3 hours. But anyways, like Chris said, the lights weren't all green, and I started thinking, got on the Google, started looking up LS9 camshaft, and then it clicked, and I was like, LS9 is Gen 4, LS1 Gen 3. This thing has a Gen 3 timing cover on it and the cam sensor in the back. Started looking up LS9 cam swaps, and everybody says, yeah, you have to put on a Gen 4 timing cover and put the cam sensor in the front with a 1-pole timing gear. Well, shit. So we hurried, ripped it off. Luckily, I had a timing cover sitting on the shelf. Robbed the sensor out of the S10, and just to test it, put it all together, fired up and idled, as you guys saw. So that's basically how today went. So I don't know how well this video is going to play out, but I basically chased my tail all day long with that damn Camaro. But that's how these things go sometimes. I could just squash today, not make a video, but I want to show you guys some of the troubles that we go through with these cars, because it's not all roses all the time. So that's just the way it is. But I'm gonna head home, guys. I am beat, so I'm gonna get this video edited, put up for you guys, so that we get another weekly video. I'm trying to do these videos every week, and it's been kind of a struggle, but we're doing it. But I appreciate all you guys for watching, subscribing, hitting the thumbs up button, commenting, all that stuff. It's awesome. The channel's growing pretty quick right now, so it's cool. But that's it for me, so we'll see you on the next one.